My name is Bishop Isaac Oti-Boateng, and I'm from Love Economy Church. Well, I faced many challenges. I had one member for 6 months. Yes, that was how our church started. One member for 6 months. I mean, no matter what you do, no matter the evangelism, the soul winning, whatever you do, you just see that same person coming. And I remember one of those days I called the person and told him there was not going to be any service on a Sunday morning. And God had to warn me that day for me to make sure. God told me there are many lives that are dependent on yours, so make sure you do what I'm asking you to do. And that's how come, we continued. But it was very, very difficult. No matter what you do, you'd still see one. You try to gather, it wouldn't work. You try to invite people, it wouldn't work. I mean, a church that is not known anywhere. No name. Your name is not known anywhere. You are not known. The church is not known. It was very difficult. It was very, very stressful. Many things, prayers, but it wasn't still working. I noticed I needed something. I needed something extra, which was the anointing. And the anointing is found in people. God has placed this treasure in earthen vessels. And I was privileged to be exposed to Bishop Dark's ministry, the presiding bishop's ministry, for many, many years. But when the church was starting, I'd forgotten that I'd been exposed to him for some time. So I went back. The Lord reminded me to go back to him. And I went back in 2011 to go and start listening and watching. And I chanced upon this book, How to Start a Church, a very small book by the prophet. I didn't even know it was part of the mega church. So I picked that book up, read it, and then noticed and saw how to go about it. That led me to read the mega church, which made me understand that there's a whole aspect that is based on the anointing, and a whole aspect that is based on the methods. And that's how come things started changing, things started turning around. And it's been wonderful ever since. So we faced many challenges, many challenges. There were many opportunities to give up. I had, because of the frustrations and, all the things that you do and still not see much, I felt like giving up on many occasions. It took a friend to encourage me and, to help me go. And it also took God to speak, to warn me. So basically, I'm doing what I'm doing because God warned me. At the point, God had to warn me that a lot of people's lives are dependent on yours. Many frustrations I felt on countless occasions, to give up. Yes, many occasions. And I know many pastors go through that, because ministry can be frustrating if you don't know what to do and how to do what to do. Thank God for the prophet's life, who has proven through both the anointing and wisdom, the wisdom of God, as to how you can what to do. I have learned what to do and how to do what to do from the prophet over the years as I've followed. And it's been exciting. It's been an exciting journey so far. And I know that the Lord will help us go even further. Yes. Give thyself wholly is God sent. I feel it's God's plan for every ministry, to come out of obscurity into greatness, into what God has destined for us to have. I believe that God has called every minister of God to touch the whole world, and thankfully He's given us a great model, a great prophet of God sent to our generation to help us to know what to do and how to do what to do. And that's what the Give Thyself Holy Conference does. It shows you, prophet takes his time and takes you through many things. You take you through things concerning evangelism, how to do it, how to go about it, concerning prayer, things concerning church planting, church growth, church building. We built because the prophet was saying we should build. How important a mission is not established unless it has built. So you would hear things that would help you. You would hear things that you have no option but to believe, because it will sound so big. You only have to believe, and thank God for that, because without faith it's impossible to please God. You need faith. You need to believe something. You need to believe that it is possible. He will show you how his life, how God has, helped him to get to the point he has gotten to, and how it is not a mystery. There are actually things that you can learn through the books, so you hear him talk about the books, and you hear him talk about the anointing, you hear him talk about how to. So it's too important. I feel everybody should be there. I don't know why a minister of God will not be at the Give Thyself Holy conference, because it is too important. It is too important. It will help you. It will really help to open your eyes. You see the practicals, and you experience the power of God. That will help, because take the power of God for things to work. All the things that are working around the prophet is because of the power of God, and it is in him, and he's going to be releasing it for all of us. And you just can't miss it. You have to be there. Without the Give Thyself Holy conference, none of us will be where we are now. It is because of that conference that we are learning and doing well. I first attended Give Thyself Holy in 2012, so this will be the 10th year since I've been at the conference. I think because I was following the prophets over the years, I got to hear about it from one of the messages. As he was preaching, he mentioned it, and I noticed there was something like this that was happening, and I needed to be there. I realized I'd run for many years without me being there, so I just had to find my way there, because reading the books are powerful, watching the messages are powerful. But I wanted to be there live to know what it means to be in that kind of atmosphere, to receive from the Lord, and to be directed and to be led. It's a great opportunity for you to get in touch with the wisdom of God for the now, what to do now, because prophet will not just come and talk. He will talk by the Spirit, and God will show. God uses him to help us know exactly what to do in this particular season, what to focus on. I remember there was a point where I think 2017 he spoke on, when I sent you, lack ye anything. He was talking about finances, how your church can grow financially, and that was of tremendous help for us. It changed a lot of things for us. He spoke about fighting and all of that, and we implemented it, and it helped our finances. It helped us grow. That same year, we were able to finish a cathedral and move on to another. So it's a great opportunity. Since 2012, we've just been going from one level of grace to the other. We started with one. By God's grace, now we are counting in thousands, almost 5,000. We've planted about 46 churches and counting. We built 2 cathedrals with a third, a fourth, and a fifth, and a sixth on the way. I mean, it's not normal. It's not natural. It takes the anointing, the power of God upon a vessel like the prophet, to make contact with it. I'm still making contact with it. I'm still pushing my way to get more. I'm amazed at his focus. I'm amazed at all the beautiful things that God has used him to do, the various aspects, the various complexities of the ministry that God has given to him. And I'm still catching the anointing. So I can't wait for this year's Give Thyself Holy to know what to be said, what to be. I understand it's going to be about how I receive the anointing. It's going to be wonderful. I don't think you want to miss it. And that's what you need. It's the anointing that you need. And it's in this man of God. And you need to be around. You need to be there for it.